Lent is a time where we make sacrifices in solidarity with Christ in his sufferings as he went to the cross for us to save us. And sometimes we need to, purify our own souls here and get back on track to being a better version of ourselves as Catholic wives. Because very often we can slip into some rather negative habits that can push our husbands away. What if this Lent is a time for you to grow in virtue and to grow in love for your husband? You just don't know what might happen at the end of Lent. I'm going to tell you that very often when women start to make these kinds of shifts in my community, man, oh man, they see some shifts in their husband very, very quickly. Things like stopping controlling, showing more respect. Like you don't have to tell him what to do. You don't have to tell him multiple times that you want something done, that you could express that the trash needs to go out. Cut that. You could stop complaining. You could stop interrupting. You could stop answering for him. You could stop being the expert in his life. You can stop speaking for him. You know, when you're at the restaurant and the waitress asks how he wants his steak done, you can let him answer. He's a big boy. Sure. And you don't have to be right all the time. You don't have to have the last word. You can simply hear what it is that he's saying. That's it. I hear you, honey. Yeah, tell me more. Lean into what he's trying to tell you. Listen more. Maybe sit at his feet at night and rub his feet. Or come up behind him and give him a shoulder or neck massage. What if you did more things that were kind and compassionate for your man, that showed very much that you loved him? I know that for many women, this actually is a sacrifice. But is that how we want to show up? I'm going to guess not. What if you prayed for your husband every day, that you offered some sort of sacrifice specifically for him? What if you went to Mass more often during the week or got to adoration and really prayed for your man? Not to control him, not to change him, but for you to just love him and accept him the way that he is. Mind-blowing, right? That if you could just really accept your man for who he is. Because when you were engaged to him, when you said yes, you did accept him for who he is. You weren't trying to control him back then. But oftentimes there's disillusion that sets in after we've been married for a long time and the kiddos come. I invite you to go back to that time when you loved and respected your man innocently. And even if you think that there's nothing to respect in your man, I'm going to challenge that. You would never would have married him if there was nothing respectable. Even if some things have happened, you can choose to forgive. You can choose to, with Christ's help, move past it, put the past in the past, and choose today to love your man and to create the marriage and the family that you really truly desire inside. And for your children, right? That this work is all about leaving that legacy for your children. I'm Coach Carol, and I'm standing for you. God bless you this Lent.